Good morning. Let us move to the next article. Next article is Amagat's experiment. Let me draw figure for this. Amagat's experiment. Amagat studied the isothermals of nitrogen and hydrogen. Amagat studied the isothermals of nitrogen and hydrogen. To study the isothermals of nitrogen and hydrogen, what we need? We need an arrangement which can change temperature of nitrogen and hydrogen at any desired value. One thing. Second thing, we should apply large amount of pressure on this gas. The apparatus used by Amagat was very huge, very large apparatus. This is a very huge metallic cylinder. This is very large metallic cylinders. Its length may be a kilometer. What is length of this metallic cylinder? Length of this metallic cylinder may be about 1 kilometer or so. This very huge metallic cylinder was mounted at the base of a coal mine. You know, Earth is the source of coal. So the place where there is possibility of finding coal, that surface is digged by various machines, and after digging it, where after going to very large depth, we may get the coal. Such a place is called as coal mine. At the base of coal mine, a huge metallic cylinder is placed in this horizontal way, and mercury is filled in this metallic cylinder. This end is closed, this end is open. This open end has very large metallic screw. This screw can be moved to move inside or move outside the metallic cylinder. On this metallic cylinder, one opening is here. At this opening, certain tube A is inverted. Inverted tube A is fixed. This is inverted tube. This is tube A. This tube A is inverted on this opening of the metallic cylinder. In this tube, you may fill hydrogen or nitrogen. For simplicity, let us suppose that nitrogen is filled in this inverted tube A. This inverted tube A is enclosed on all sides with oil bath. Oil bath is used to change temperature of this nitrogen, and it can be kept constant at any value. Oil bath is used to provide the required temperature to the nitrogen gas. Okay, then here a steel manometer M about 300 meter in height. A steel manometer M about 300 meter. You can guess the height of this manometer. 300 meter. A steel cylinder which is about 300 meter in height is mounted here. Again, mercury is filled in this manometer. By noting difference of this mercury level and this mercury level, pressure exerted here on the nitrogen gas can be found. By using this type of arrangement, a pressure of about 420 atmosphere a pressure of about 420 atmosphere could be applied. It is very large pressure, 420 times larger than the atmospheric pressure. You know standard value of atmospheric pressure. It is about 76 centimeter of mercury. 420 times more than that pressure could be applied on this nitrogen gas. So, this oil bath is used to provide required temperature to the nitrogen in the inverted tube A. As you move this screw inside, the mercury level is increasing in the inverted tube as well as in the manometer. Difference between this mercury level and this mercury level can be found, and this difference between these two levels will give the pressure acting on this nitrogen. Amagat studied this experiment for hydrogen as well as for nitrogen. Now, this manometer is supported by the shaft of coal mine. A shaft is always constructed for a coal mine. This shaft works as the instrument for lift, and this lift is used to take the workers inside the coal mine and to take them outside the coal mine. This 300 meter steel manometer, was supported by such shaft of the coal mine. So, Amagat did this experiment on nitrogen and on hydrogen, and he studied isothermals of nitrogen as well as hydrogen. You can guess how huge, how big is the experimental setup used by Amagat to study the isothermals. This is giant apparatus. This apparatus is very giant apparatus. He studied the isothermals of hydrogen and nitrogen, and after this study he found that any gas can be cooled, any gas can be liquefied by applying higher amount of pressure, provided that the temperature of that isothermal should be lower than its critical temperature. He draw a few conclusions from his experiment. The first conclusion he drawn is the isothermals graph between P and PV. Isothermals graph between pressure on x-axis, product of P and V on y-axis at various constant temperatures. He found that the gases like air, oxygen, ethylene, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc. isothermals for these gases. Isothermals for these gases at low pressure. Isothermals for the gases such as air, oxygen, ethylene, carbon dioxide, etc. show decrease in the value of PV up to certain level, and after that the product PV rises with a rise of pressure. When he did the experiment with small pressures, he found this thing. Then he did the same experiment with high pressure. When he did the same experiment with high pressure, he found the same thing. When he did the same experiment, same isothermals at high pressure, he found the same thing. Initially, the product PV of the isothermal decreases with increase of pressure, and after reaching a minimum value, if the pressure is further increased, the product PV increases continuously. This type of behavior is shown by almost all gases he studied. The last very important conclusion he drawn is, this type of behavior is not shown by hydrogen. He performed the experiment with hydrogen at low pressure, at medium pressure, at very high pressure. Still he found that the isothermal of hydrogen is not decreasing with pressure. Whatever pressure you apply, it is not decreasing at all. The isothermals of hydrogen are increasing continuously with increase of pressure. So this is about the conclusions drawn by Amagat after performing study of various isothermals using this experimental setup for various gases. This is about Amagat's experiment on nitrogen and hydrogen. Hope you got it. Thank you.